Hey everyone, I'm Mike Sullivan. This is mo.com. Thanks for joining me. With me today is Chris Babel. He's the CEO of TRUSTe. TRUSTe is the largest online privacy solution provider. Chris is with us today to talk a bit about privacy. So what service is it that TRUSTe actually provides?
Sure, we're really kind of at this unique intersection of helping businesses online and consumers online interact and build trust. A consumer, when it hits a site, doesn't know, what data is being collected about them, how that data is being used. They obviously know if I'm typing in a credit card, you're going to use it to process, the book that I'm buying or what have you. But, they may not know that you're capturing the fact that you're looking at a certain type of shoe on their site, and then they're going to retarget you at the next 10, 15, 20 sites with that same shoe ad. So we're really trying to help build trust between consumers and businesses online, really around privacy, what's happening with their information, how it's being collected, and how it's being used.
Chris, we hear the term privacy thrown around a lot. What does privacy mean? What does online privacy mean?
So what we talk about in terms of good privacy is it's really about being transparent. Like, I'm a website, I'm collecting this and this and this piece of information. Giving the consumer some choice. Like, I'm going to share it with a third party to market to you. Would you like that to happen or not? And then being accountable to that choice. So that's good privacy. And it's really, over the last 2 years, it's been interesting. I think my timing was, more luck than good. I thought privacy was going to become a big and important issue, and you've really seen it explode over the last 2 years. Whether it's the fact that, the most recent one with Carrier IQ being accused of basically tracking 140 million mobile phone users, their location, every keystroke, and all this data that's being collected off, people's mobile phones. Whether it be Facebook concerns, whether it be Google concerns, whether it be the Wall Street Journal privacy series that they ran last year about advertising and how you're tracked. I think we've really seen consumers get concerned, and they don't really know what they don't know. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to protect themselves.
The cloud concept has become hugely popular. How safe is it for businesses and individuals to store their information in the cloud?
Very, very convenient, nice services. The flip of that is, are you the only one looking at those files, or what's happening to those files, who might have access? And there's security issues of that, of is it encrypted? But there's also, how else might that information be used to target me with an advertisement, for example, or what have you? So I think that with cloud service providers, what we've found is as that market explodes and there's more and more companies offering cloud services, especially the small ones. Everyone knows Salesforce. Everyone knows NetSuite, right? In fact, we use both of their services here at TRUSTe. But at the end of the day, the next small startup that's out there that's developed a cloud service, they find it hard to provide the credibility day one that they need to get people to upload all this data to them, and people are getting more and more skeptical and concerned about these things. So whether it's going to a security vendor to get some sense of, hey, they have good security, or coming to a privacy vendor like us and saying, hey, we keep your data private, we keep it only with you, we have good practices in place. We found that to be very, very valuable for these businesses, for them to generate their business, right? So we're really kind of seen in this market as an enabler of cloud services and allowing them to go out and get the customers that they're trying to grow and achieve.
How can small businesses best protect their own privacy as well as that of their customers?
So to me, it's really, it comes down to kind of two things. One is make certain you're kind of doing the check the box items, right? So go out, get a privacy policy. They're inexpensive, right? That protects you, the business, legally. It also makes certain that you're being clear with your customers to the extent they have a concern later. It's been kind of been clear and transparent and available from the get-go. I think there's a separate side of it, which is that's the check the box, need to do it item. There's the benefit item side of this as well. And one of the things that we found, if you go to a site like bestbuy.com, you'll see in the footer of every page our TRUSTe seal. For the companies that actually step up a level from that basic privacy policy to maybe a $500 a year offering from us to get certified, where we say, yes, you have good privacy practices and we're testing you regularly, and to the extent that you've fallen out of line in some way, shape, or form, we help you get back to being in a good place. Our customers get to place that seal on their site. And what we find, even from a big brand like Shop KitchenAid last holiday shopping season, to a small brand, a liquidated pet supply retailer called Devonru, we saw in one case a 7% uplift in their business in an A/B split test, and in the other case for Devonru, a smaller business, not as much brand recognition, a 29% uplift in their business. So we really saw a good uplift, and I think this gets back to, again, that consumer, when they're buying online, they're looking for the best price, but they're also looking for the signals around that make them comfortable in actually doing that transaction. And that's where the privacy seal that we offer to be certified can really help you, the business, not only check the box on okay, I'm not going to get in trouble, but this is a way to benefit my business and build trust with consumers.